The Chicago Bears had their new head coach. They moved on from Matt Nagy after another disappointing season. And they have hired the Indianapolis Colts defensive coordinator, Matt Eberflus. Now, there's a little bit of an irony because Josh McDaniels was the man who originally hired Eberflus to be his defensive coordinator before he turned the plane around on his way to Indianapolis and stayed in New England. And Eberflus was able to get a head coaching job before he was. However, this one's a little bit of a head scratcher to me. Justin Fields is a young quarterback. He's moving into the most important year of his development. We all know the first 3 years, but years 2 and 3 are the most important for young quarterbacks. And instead of going out and maybe getting a Josh McDaniels or a Brian Daboll, finding a Kellen Moore, finding a young offensive guy, doesn't have to be young, just finding a offensive mind like a Kellen Moore from Dallas who could nurture him and build him. They went out and got a defensive coach. And it's not a knock on Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus is a good coach. I think that he had a bit of a slow year this year to start the year with Indianapolis, but things got stronger as it went on. They dealt with a lot of injuries in Indy, and he still had a top 10 defense. And I think they've been a top 10 defense for the last 2 seasons. So I don't doubt that he can't go there and be a good coach. However, I really thought because of where Justin Fields is, I really thought that they would go out and find an offensive guy. I think that's going to put a lot of strain and a lot of stress on Eberflus to make sure that he brings in the right offensive staff. Because that's going to be crucial for Justin Fields in Chicago. Otherwise, they could get into a lot of trouble. You need to be able to focus, and maybe that's why they went defensive. Go hire good offensive coaches and stay away from the quarterback. Maybe that was the case. I don't know. But it's not a knock on Eberflus. I just think maybe they may have made a mistake.